Alright, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is the Mass Ranker back again with another video, and today we are doing a ranking of the Soprano episode titles. That is right, we just did a tier list for the Soprano characters, and now we are doing a tier list for all the episodes of the show, the titles for them. It is not a tier list of the episodes themselves because that would be too difficult. I would have to read synopsises, try to remember specifically what happened in each episode, and it would just end up taking too long, and so I decided against it. This is actually a re-recording because I had already recorded this video, but then I ended up, I'm trying to remember specifically what happened, but I think I ended up not being able to complete the recording for some reason, and then the video ended up getting way too long also because I was ranking it based on like, if I put something in A tier and I would put something else in A tier, I would try to like move it side to side to see like the one that is closer to the left was better. And yeah, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to be doing a blanket S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, F tier. It's not going to matter where on the specific row the title falls. It is all just going to be one tier because otherwise it would take way too long. So with all that said, let us just begin, shall we, with the first one, 46 long. This is a, I would say, B tier title, I'd say. All due respect, I like this a lot. This is a very cool sounding title. All Happy Families. I would probably give this like, I'd say A tier, sounds not bad. Amor Fu, B tier, I would say. I would give it B tier. Army of One, that is also B tier, I would say. Big Girls Don't Cry, I hate that. That sounds like a horrible title. Unidentified Blackmail, C tier, I guess. Blue Comet, C tier, I would give it. Boca, that sounds kind of cool, I would give it A tier. Bust Out, that sounds terrible, F tier. Calling All Cards, this does remind me of a Mickey Mouse short that came out a while ago that I watched when I was younger, where Mickey goes through the looking glass and then everything in the world that he ends up in is alive, and then there was a phone that ended up saying calling all cards. So that is where when I hear that phrase, that's what I think of. I know, very random reference, but so I would give it S tier, sounds cool. In Camelot, I would probably put this, I don't like this. It sounds like, I don't know what it means. In Camelot, what is, yeah. Chasing It also sounds like Bust Out, so also F tier. Christopher, named after the character, I'll give it solid B tier. Cold Cuts, also B tier, I'd say. Cold Stones, also I'd say B tier. Commendato, that doesn't sound too bad. I would give it probably A tier. D-Girl, this sounds terrible. For All Debts, Public and Private, this was the one that came out. This was the one that came out immediately after 9/11, and it's a pretty cool title, I'd say. So S tier. Denial, Anger, Acceptance, that sounds sick. Come on, you gotta admit that sounds great. Do Not Resuscitate, I would probably put that in, I'd say like C tier. Down Neck, this one sounds terrible, absolutely awful. Eloise, also not great, doesn't sound good. Employee of the Month, that one sounds, this is the one where Dr. Melfi ends up getting raped, but once again, this is not this is not based off the episode itself, it is just based off the title. Employee of the Month, I would give that a solid B tier, I'd say. From Where to Eternity, C tier, sounds kind of not grammatically correct, it feels like, or something like that. Everybody Hurts, F tier, don't like it that much. The Fleshy Part of the Thigh, this one is one of my least favorites in terms of the title. Fortune So, I'd give that S tier, that sounds very nice. Funhouse, C tier, I guess. The Happy Wanderer, that sounds great. I would give that S tier, I would say, absolutely. Soprano Home Movies, I would probably put that in B tier, I would say. House Arrest, that sounds sick, I would give it A tier, absolutely. House Arrest. Regular Around the Margin, this one is, I would give it also a solid A tier. Sounds cool. If, by the way, if you're wondering why this is like, I'm making these decisions so fast, because I stated I already did this tier list, and so, yeah, I already have in mind kind of for most, I think I got like halfway through, and then I forgot what happened exactly with the recording. Either like I lost it or something, or I forgot what happened, but I had to like trash the whole video. So now I'm redoing it kind of. Full Leather Jacket, I would give that B tier. I Dream of Jeannie Cusimano, F tier, sounds way too long, don't really like it that much. Johnny Cakes, I would give this one a C tier, I guess. Join the Club, that one sounds pretty cool, I would give A tier. Kaisha, terrible name. Kenny and Hades, this is the one where This is one that was the one where they literally just named it this because of the two girls that end up hitting, or that end up. Christopher almost hits them. I don't think they were the ones that ended up causing the car crash, but yeah, it's just the ones that were like part of the car crash with Christopher and Tony. So that's the whole reason that the episode is named that. So I would give it F tier. Doesn't sound that great of a title. The Knight in White Satan Armor. That is a great name. Absolutely wonderful. Liked it a lot. Name, by the way, not the episode itself. I'm not ranking the episodes itself, just the names. Live Free or Die. That's a great name as well. I would give that S tier. Long-term parking. This is the #1 highest rated episode on IMDb for the entire show, I'm pretty sure. And again, it's not about that. I don't need to keep stating this. I'm sure you get the point already. But in terms of the name, I would give it probably C tier. Doesn't sound that great of a name. Luxury Lounge, also C tier, I would say. Made in America, solid B tier, I'd say. Marco Polo, I'd also say B tier. Mayhem, that's a great sounding name. Come on, Mayhem. That's such a great word. Meadowlands, F tier. Don't like the sound of it. Members only, solid B tier. Mergers and acquisitions, I like that one a lot. Actually, it sounds very sounds nice. Like it. Mo and Joe, terrible name. Mr. and Mr. John Sacrimony requests, I think, your presence maybe, or maybe that was the full title. F tier anyway. Don't like it. Sounds too long. No show. I'd say B tier. I'd say. Pax Soprano, C tier. Pile My, hate that name, terrible. Pine Barrens, I like this name a lot. That's a very nice sounding name. I would give it S tier. I think that's a very cool sounding name. I hate this one. Proshai Levouche. I don't know what that means. It's Polish or something. And yeah, guy walks into a psychiatrist's office. That is it's like a setup to a joke, and it's a great episode title. So S tier, I would say. Rat Pack. I would give that a solid C tier. I'd say. Remember When. This just sounds boring in my opinion. The Ride. I would give that. I think this is actually the part of the video in the last video where I didn't end up having to. I didn't end up. This was the part that I got to in the last recording that I did for this video. So now and at this point I got to like 50 minutes already in the recording. Now we're only at 7 minutes, so it's gonna be a way shorter video, but at least it'll be easier for me to edit. The Ride. I would give that C tier. Doesn't sound great. He Is Risen. I don't like the grammatical error in there, so F tier. Mr. Ruggiero's Neighborhood, something like that. I don't really know what the full title is. Either way, F tier. Doesn't sound great. This To Save Us All from Satan's Power. It doesn't sound too great. See, it's like too. I don't know what to say about it. It just doesn't sound too great. The Second Coming. This one sounds pretty cool. I would give it B tier. I'd say. Second Opinion. Also, I'd say B tier. Definitely solid B tier. I'd say. Sentimental Education, C tier, I'd say. College, very boring, extremely boring. College, that's it. A hit is a hit. That's pretty cool. That's a solid A tier, I'd say. Absolutely A tier. Isabella, also really boring title name. Nobody Knows Anything. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I'd give that a solid S tier. Pilot. Obviously, this is the pilot episode. I wonder how many shows actually have just a pilot episode called Pilot. And if so, I wonder that would probably technically then be the most used episode name for like a show, right? Like if you look up like what is the most used name for a TV show episode, it would probably be Pilot, I'm assuming. Either way, it's fine. I give it like solid B tier. Stage 5. I like this one. Just not even okay. I know it's not based on the episode title, but I did like how like he said like in the episode he was like, and there's no Stage 5. And then the doctor confirmed that, and then just they based the episode title off of that. But yeah, again, it's not about the episode itself. Stage 5, though, I'd give it a B tier, I'd say. The Strong Silent Type, also I'd say B tier, sounding name. The Telltale Muzada, I don't, no clue, F tier, don't like it. The Legend Tennessee Multisanti. If they get too long, that's not really a good sign usually. So it's got to be like short and sweet, I feel like. So the Legendary Tennessee Multisanti, I'd say C tier. The Test Dream doesn't really sound great in my opinion. Toodle King Do. I censored myself there because I've been trying not to get demonetized. So C tier? Yeah, C tier I'd say. Another Toothpick, F tier, hate that name. Two Tonys, C tier, not great. University, I don't like them with the really long ones and also the really short ones are not really great. Except like if it's a really like Mayhem, that's a good short one. Like if it's gonna be a short one, it's gotta be like a really cool sounding word, not like college or Isabella or just someone's name or something like that. Walk Like a Man. That is I'd say A tier, 100% A tier. Watching too much television, B tier. I'd say solid B tier. The Wait. This one just sounds terrible. Where's Johnny? Is that a reference to The Shining? Maybe. Either way, I'd give it like a B tier. Whitecaps. Horrible name. Hate it. Whoever did this, that's not bad. That's not like that name is a pretty good name. I would give it solid A tier. So yeah, this is my rank. You know what? I will actually sort out the top tier, just S tier, only S tier. I'm going to sort it based on like which one I like best. All Due Respect, Calling All Cards, For All Debts, Public and Private, Denial, Anger, Acceptance. I like that. I would put that there. Fortune So, I'd also put that there. I'd say The Happy Wanderer. I would say, yeah, I would. Nah, I wouldn't. The White Knight in Satan Armor, Live Free or Die. Mayhem is probably going to be higher. I would say. Is it better than Fortune So? What sounds better, Mayhem or Fortune So? I think Fortune So sounds better. It might that might not be the full name of it, Fortune So. It might just be like it might be cut off here, and I just can't say the full thing. But anyway, what else? Pine Barrens actually sounds really good. I'd put that above Calling All Cards. I'd say. Yeah, I think yeah. Guy walks into. I like that a lot. Guy walks into a psychiatrist's office. I would put that above Pine Barrens. I would not put that above Mayhem though. Nobody Knows Anything. That's actually a really good one. Is it better than Pine Barrens though? That's a good question. And I'm gonna say yes. Is it better than Guy Walks into a Psychiatrist's Office? No, it isn't. I would put it there. Anyway, so this is the definitive list. As you can see, these are in no particular, only in a particular order for the S tier. Everything else is just, all these are F tier, all these are C tier, these are B tier, these are A tiers, and these are the S tier episode titles. Okay, if you want a good title for a Sopranos episode, these are the best of the best titles for the Sopranos episodes. Anyway, yeah, so this is way shorter than the last recording, so hopefully I will be able to get this out sooner than I would have if I had to upload the previous recording. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, any shows, movies, anime, video game stories, anything you want me to review or rank, with rankings also you can just recommend anything and I might end up doing it, anything, leave it in the comments. Also just say this now, I might not end up releasing a video for the next few days because I am going to be on vacation. I'm going on a trip with family, so I might not have any video posted in the next few days. It's fine. I don't think at this point, probably like still no one's really watching these videos, so yeah, what's there to say? If you're watching this years in the future, then what's up? How's it? I don't know, maybe 2030 maybe it is. Hopefully everything's good there. And yeah, so yeah, that is pretty much all there is to it. So let's leave it at that.